So we'll just have a look at the drawing origin again now that we know that this is the vertical axis, if you like, and the horizontal axis. What we're basically saying when we read this point up here, which is our, remember what it was? It's the start point coordinate and the end point coordinate. Once we look at the start point coordinate, it says 680.00 millimeters and 2330.00 millimeters. What that means is that the first measurement is 680 millimeters from the vertical axis in to the point where that starts, that line starts. What this one is 2330 millimeters from the horizontal axis up to the start point of the line. If I wanted to change that, if I just said I want 500, watch what happens to the line. The line moves over, the line length's changed. If I change the height to, let's say 2500, it moves the start point up to there. So now our start point is 500 in from the drawing origin, which is the edge of the page there, and 2.5 meters up from the drawing origin. Endpoint coordinate works exactly the same way, and here's where we could line this up manually. If we wanted to, we could change angle and get that right, or we could just come over here and say, well, I want that to be 2500 to match my start point. See how the start point's 2500, that one to be 2500. Now my line is at a 0-degree angle. It's perfectly straight along the page. I've got a length of 3200 there because I've come in 500. The end point starts at 3700. Take 37, take 500 off 37, and you'll end up with 32, which is what the line is. So that's how our points work. Often you'll hear of point-to-point machines. That's basically what we're talking about, point to point. Okay. The line length, if I wanted it to be my 3 meters again, I could just change that to 3 meters. And there we go. There's an easier way to do all that though. So I'll just undo what I've just done. Control Z is probably a shortcut that everyone should know. If you do something wrong or you make a mistake, hold Control, press Z, and it'll undo your last function. And so that means you can undo your mistake if you like. Okay, another way I can change this line to be straight is to just go into my angle here and press 0. All right angles will work on 360, 0, 90 and 180 degrees. If I change that and press enter, all of a sudden my line becomes straight and parallel with the edge of the page. I can come up here, change the length, and there we go. I end up with the same result. This is probably an easier way to start your lines.